Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we list the dog breeds with the strongest bite force. Dogs are one of the most common types of pet worldwide. In many countries, dogs are even considered the number one choice among pets. Dogs, the most loyal friends of mankind, develop a tendency to behave aggressively, become aggressive and bite for all breeds if they are not trained. A dog's jaw pressure or bite force is measured in psi. Psi is the scientific method used to explain the force a dog exerts with its bite. PSI defines the force applied in pounds per square inch used in the imperial system of measurement. Let's go to the video. Number 15. Siberian Husky 320 psi. Originally from eastern Siberia, the Siberian Husky was imported to the United States in 1909 as a sled dog. Siberian Huskies are careful and sociable animals with a docile temperament. Despite their size and appearance, they are not aggressive towards other dogs and people when well trained and socialized. The Siberian Husky's intelligence, calmness, and willingness to please others make them valuable and willing helpers. Number 14. Rottweiler 328 psi. The Rottweiler comes from Malaysia, a Mastiff-type dog. His ancestors marched into Germany with the Romans and drove the cattle to feed them as they conquered the known world. As the army traveled, the large dogs mated with dogs native to the regions they passed through, laying the foundation for new breeds. In Germany, descendants of the Roman Molossus dogs herded cattle into town for butchers. After selling their animals, they put their walls around the Rottweilers' necks to protect their money from thieves. Butchers in the region also used dogs to pull carts loaded with meat. Number 13. Staffordshire Bull Terrier 328 psi. Originated in England. In the 17th century, they were a cross between bull and terrier. They became what they are today by crossing the bulldog and the English terrier. Jotham was the savior of this breed that was on the verge of extinction. Number 12. Akita 349 psi. They are the largest and most popular of the Japanese breed. Among many dog breeds, the Akita is immediately recognizable by its appearance and posture. It's a very good hunter and protector dog. It originated in Japan. It was the guard dog of the Japanese emperor, but was later used as a fighting dog. Returning from World War II, American soldiers brought Akitas with them, and this is how they became famous in America. The most famous Akita in the world is Akita Hachiko. Hachiko used to wait for his owner every day at the train station for him to come home from work. And after his owner's death, he repeated this until his death, for 9 years. There is now a statue of Hachiko at that train station. Number 11. Leonberger 399 psi. Originally from Germany, where it was created by crosses between the Newfoundland, long-haired Saint Bernards, and some Great Pyrenees. This giant breed originates from the 19th century, when Henrik Isaac, a politician and entrepreneur of Lemberg, Germany, used Saint Bernards and Newfoundlands. Among other large breeds, SI's goal was to breed a majestic pet for European royalty. Number 10. Wolf Dog 406 psi. This breed is a hybrid of domestic and wolf breeds. That's why they are more dangerous than the average dog. Number 9. Saint Bernard 450 psi. The Saint Bernard dog, which stands out with its strong structure and sturdy muscles, is a dog breed that dates back to ancient times. The Saint Bernard is remarkable with two different coat structures, short and long hair, and the common feature that can be seen in both coat types is that it can be tan, red, tiger patterns, and black on dense and white. The Saint Bernard dog, whose face and ears appear to be shaded black, was started to be bred in 980 AD by Saint Bernard the Matron and in the monastery established to provide shelter for travelers in the difficult alpine mountains between Switzerland and Spain. Number 8. Dogo Argentino, 500 psi. The Dogo Argentino is a descendant of the now extinct fighting dog of Cordoba, a fierce dog that, as its name suggests, was bred to fight. A man from Argentina named Antonio Nores Martinez wanted a fearless hunting dog that could handle the terrain of his homeland and be a loyal companion. In the 1920s, Martinez began using selective breeding, aiming to reduce the dog's desire to fight so that it could cooperate in a pack, and tried to replace the fighting instinct with the need to hunt. Number 7. Dogo Canario, 540 psi. Documentation of original dogs dates back to the 15th and 16th centuries. It's thought that following the conquest of the Canary Islands, dogs of large size may have accessed or been introduced there by the Spanish conquistadors, or possibly both. In the 1940s, dog fighting was ordered to be banned on the islands, but it was known that street fights would continue for the next decade. It was during this period that the Presa Canario numbers really changed. The dominance of the Presa Islands worsened with the introduction of the German Shepherd, Doberman Pinscher, and Great Dane. Number 6. Caucasian Shepherd, 550 psi. The Caucasian Shepherd dog is an ancient breed of shepherd dogs bred by Caucasian sheep breeders. According to one version, the distant ancestors of this breed are Tibetan shepherd dogs, which arrived on the territory of the Caucasus more than 2,000 years ago and were used in mountain pastures to protect flocks. Large and long walks in the mountains, a sharp change in weather and climatic conditions, protection of flocks from wolves, and one-on-one struggle with them developed strength, agility, courage, apprenticeshness, and endurance in dogs. These qualities make it possible to use dogs of this breed in almost all regions of our country. Natural sensitivity and malicious distrust of strangers make the Caucasian Shepherd one of the best guard dogs. Number 5. English Mastiff, 552 psi. The Mastiff is one of the oldest dog breeds. The Mastiff comes from one of the oldest dog breeds, the Malinois, which probably originated in the mountains of Asia, perhaps in Tibet or northern India. Their ancestor Malinois was a known breed 5,000 years ago. Their lineage can be seen not only in the Mastiff but also in the Tibetan Mastiff, Saint Bernard, Rottweiler, Dog de Bordeaux, and many other modern breeds. At that time, they were fierce fighting dogs. Today they have evolved into a patient and gentle breed. Number 4. Dog de Bordeaux, 556 psi. The Dog de Bordeaux is one of the AKC breeds whose history dates back to ancient times and whose exact origin is impossible to pinpoint. One theory holds that the dog is an indigenous French breed developed over thousands of years. Other theories name the Mastiff, Neapolitan Mastiff, Tibetan Mastiff, and Greek Mastiff as possible close ancestors. The dog to Bordeaux first came to the attention of the American public through Tom Hanks' 1989 movie Turner and Hooch and has since gained popularity. Number 3. Cane Corso 700 psi. The Corso is one of many Mastiff type dogs. It was bred in Italy and is said to have descended from Roman war dogs. It has a lighter build than its cousin, the Neapolitan Mastiff, and was bred to hunt, guard property, and be a versatile farm dog. Its jobs included rounding up pigs or cattle and helping to head them to markets. Number 2. American Bandog 730 psi. The Bandog Mastiff is not a pure breed. It's the result of crossbreeding and was bred primarily as a guard dog to protect large game denning areas and the people and property for which it's responsible. And finally, number 1. Kangal 743 psi. Kangals are guard dogs from Sivas province in Turkey. They are the strongest dogs in the world and hold the record for the best bite. They were used as guard dogs to protect sheep and other flocks from larger predators such as wolves, jackals, and bears. They are known for their loyalty, protectiveness, and kindness to children and other animals. As with all breeds, socialize them appropriately at a young age to get them used to meeting new people. With its strong muscles and agility, this dog's breed can easily take down any medium-sized predator in minutes. It can easily strangle a wolf with a bite force of 743 psi. Thank you for watching my video. If you want more videos like this, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon!